Hey everybody, Dev here, and there's a new update coming very shortly, and of course we know when that happens we lose all our replays, so I'm just going to quickly rush through a few of these today and show you some of the highlights of the last week. The first thing I'm going to show you is probably my favorite one, and if we take a look at this base, we can see we've got quite a lot of max Town Hall 11 defences, with the exception of the mortars and the wizard towers. Got big infernos, we've got an eagle artillery, got big expos, with the exception of one or two of these, and of course the bomb towers. So this person is probably upgrading according to war weight, and that's my opportunity to strike, because we know GoBoWi hates splash. So in we go. Starting off with some giants and witches in the corner, and we'll replicate that on the other side, as you can see. And then it's create a jump path, get that meat in there, spam the bowlers, oh, beg your pardon, and away we go. The weaker golem takes the first initial hit from the eagle artillery, as always, and that's off to the side, so we're not going to do any real damage to the bowlers, if any. Okay, we get our rage on through that core. Giants in the CC again. I still haven't figured that out. If you guys know what that's about, please tell me. It seems really ineffective. Maybe he's in a clan where they don't give him golems. Maybe he thinks it's a better option than golems in the long run for Town Hall 11s. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, my heroes and bowlers are going through that core, and I'm out of jumps, but it doesn't matter because my bowlers are reaching across and destroying things. Okay, up here we can see that the witches are taking out that wizard tower pretty easily. I've still got a few witches cruising around that side. The attack on this flank is petered out. Heroes have made a breach through that last layer there, and those golems are coming through. The barbarians from the Barbarian King are also trying to make a little hole. Okay, so we've got the warden and the queen together. But you can see the defences are going down pretty quickly. And I've still got the witches and deployed my last handful of wizards to help out those witches around there. Right, so the queen's gone down, but I've still got a big golem and a warden in good health. And so I'll just speed up a little bit 2 times for completion, because you can see here the rest of it. Once that last bomb tower goes down, that other wizard tower is locked onto the golem. Things are fairly academic. That horde of barbarians still cruising around, it's pretty cool. The wizards are just reaching across, destroying those buildings, and the skeletons are drawing the fire. Not this time though, so the wizard tower ends up doing a little bit of damage here, and it got a little bit close. But now we've only got point defences left. The day is won, and this is my first 3-star raid on a Town Hall 11 that's not war. Pretty happy with that one. Right, so my next GoBoWi, again against a max Town Hall 11, and the first thing you want to do is just check out the areas of splash damage and then try to figure out the best way to take out your eagle artillery. So this area up here, we've got 3-point defences, so Queen Walk might not get through there, and 3-point defences and some splash here, so this is the more logical place to send in your queen. And the rest of the witches through here. Now check this one out. I've put some giants down. You would have seen me innovating on that. I went with the giants here, and then quite heavy on the witches. So those giants buy a bit of time for the witches to get their skeletons up and running, to distract the point defenses. Gives the bowlers time to get in range and start crushing stuff. Over on this corner, I decided to go with golem, and then some wizards and a queen to try and take out that little corner. And as the eagle artillery fires its first salvo, we can see it's going to land right in here, which is really unfortunate. I'd actually hoped it was going to target this golem here. Favorite targeting golem, my bum. Obviously, it goes for the area with the most densely packed hit points. So the jump path went down. Luckily, some bowlers and witches sidestepped that blast, but not everyone. In goes the main thrust of golem and bowlers and heroes. Using the ability, probably a bit premature on that one. This time I'm seeing some bowlers in this CC, so I don't know what's going on there either. Again, you poison them, you can crush them, and they're very fragile, so they easily go squish. I can see that I've got some wizards around the outside and some witches too, and Now it's just a matter of taking out the rest of the defences from the back of the core, so to speak. And that wizard tower over here is causing a bit of a concern. But apart from that, everything else seems to be falling in pretty short order. That wizard tower could have been an issue, but I had the king in the way, which is awesome. Of course, it was all random, wasn't really my doing. And the good thing is the queen has survived, and she's just cleaning up around the outside too. So we've got some meat in that core, we've got some bowlers. The witches seem to have all passed away, but we're still getting some pretty good loot here and a fairly high percentage too. So again, not quite 100% yet, not consistently. Like I said, still trying to figure out the subtleties of the base, but as long as I stay away from the splash damage at the start and take out that eagle, it seems to be a fairly robust technique to get at least 2 stars here. Okay. And a pretty good amount of loot too with bonus, so fairly happy with that one. Alright, and the third and final one, just a short one today. I'm going to show you Xavier Grohl, interesting name. And not quite a max Town Hall 11, but a ring style base. Yeah, nowhere close to being a max Town Hall 11. In fact, he's done pretty much what other Town Hall 11s do when you're fresh, I suppose, and that is get your Infernos up quickly, get your Eagle up quickly, get your Expos up quickly. Apparently this guy doesn't care about war weight, and that's okay. Not everybody does. Again, you want to try with a ring base, cut some corners, and then drive through a center on an edge. So Giants, Wizards, Funnel. Giants, Wizards, Funnel. And jump path. Very important, get that golem in first. I'm trying to work on the exact timing of getting that first golem in so it takes the first shot. I don't really want my units to bunch up behind it, so hence the delay there. That's something that is one of those subtleties that you're working on. You can see there though that salvo ended up going in the middle of the group. So again, I needed to just be quick on that warden ability. A Hound and Loon in the CC, mildly annoying. Not the Hound particularly, but certainly the Loon, and I had to be really quick to take it out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that too quickly, and some of my bowlers went down, but they managed to get the job done. They did their role, which is great. Now we can see what's going on around here with the heroes and the witches and the point defenses, so to speak. That Inferno on single should be considered a point defense. So the witches and skeletons should really distract it, and you can see that they're curling around that the very outside of that track, keeping away from the range of that Inferno, which is probably by accident rather than by design. Over here, I've got some more witches and bowlers going around the complete outside. You can see that they're going to probably peter out once that wizard tower locks on. There we go. And my warden just went down because he got too close to that Inferno tower. So all in all, a fairly tricky base design, this one, with a bit more planning. If it was a war attack, perhaps I could have done a little better on clearing off those corners, but not to be when you're out checking for raids, etc. But again, a good amount of loot and a fairly solid